everyone. My name is Michele Paiva, and we are in the midst of so much adversity and turmoil and so forth around the topic of vaping. So we have some people who are absolutely upset about the potential ban or the actual ban on vaping. And we have other people who are thrilled about it and are saying that we're not doing enough. So today I have with me, and I'm so excited about this, I have John Shearer, and he is the founder of Canless. Is it Canless Air or Canless Air?
Canless Air System, yes.
Awesome. So first, tell me about yourself, how this started, and then I have some questions for you that I'm excited to get into.
Well, the way this started I was teaching computer learning since the mid 80s all the way to 2010. Mm-hmm. After I stopped that, a guy contacted me and this product developed, the Canless Air System. That developed for many reasons, but the industry of canned air is a dangerous product. People have died from it, they huff it. So I developed this product to give everybody an alternative. Our product is an electronic rechargeable like your cell phone.
Okay.
So I got involved there. I got involved I'm against huffing, the dangers of it all, want to make people aware of it. And along comes this vaping issue.
A lot of people don't even understand the difference between vaping and huffing. So could you first explain that to us?
Okay. Huffing, let's use canned air as an example. An air duster, I believe you probably know what that is. It's clean your keyboard. Most people think of it as that. Mm-hmm. Well, that has dangerous chemicals in it. People have found that by sticking that in your mouth and pulling the trigger, you can get high. Mm-hmm. Now, it generally causes you to pass out for about 5 seconds. Some people have done it for the first time and died, absolutely died. The tolerance that everybody has it's all different. So you're really playing Russian roulette with huffing. It causes problems with your lungs. It causes problems with your heart for sure. And it's as addictive, so they say, as heroin. Once you start down that path, it's very addictive. So that's huffing.
Okay, so that's huffing then. Okay.
Now, vaping, this is crazy stuff. Vaping, it's supposedly, they're saying, and that's what the FDA has gotten involved here, that they're saying it's safer than cigarettes. And so everybody that was supposedly trying to get off cigarettes, they're supposed to go buy the vaping pen and use that instead of a cigarette. That's how it got started. But what's happened is the vaping pens, the tobacco ones, the nicotine ones, have nicotine in them. People that have never smoked before and try these things get addicted to them. People that are smoking, trying to quit smoking and using these pens, they're finding themselves addicted to the pens. What I don't understand is the FDA is coming along now and saying, I get what they're saying. They're saying, you can't advertise that these are safer than tobacco. Mm-hmm. That's a marketing issue. Mm-hmm. But the other issue that I have both issues, I guess, is that why wasn't the FDA involved before this product hit the shelf? Why did they put it out there and let the public be guinea pig? That's what they've done. The public is guinea pigs. Now you got kids in the hospital, you got people dying. I guess you have adults in the hospital as well. Mm-hmm. They've gotten this stuff in their lungs and the lungs can't process it. That oil turns to tar. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. I'm not a doctor, but it's awful. And so now it's after the fact. We've spent all this time getting the public aware of tobacco and how bad it is. People were stopping smoking with the patch or the gum or hypnosis or whatever means. This company comes along and says, no, you want to use our product to stop smoking.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's the wrong deal. Vaping pens, they can walk and get a cup of coffee and hit on the vaping pen. So they use them way more than cigarettes, way more. And so it's causing addiction. The company, Juul, has a mission. Their mission statement is to get everybody off of cigarettes. That's a great, but that isn't the end of it. The rest of their mission is to get them using their product.
Right.
We want you off of cigarettes. We want you vaping. That's
Right.
insane. That's like if I'm on a diet and I say, you know what, I'm going to go to chocolate cake so I stop eating ice cream.
Right. Right.
That's
Doesn't make sense.
ridiculous.
Doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Now, what about, how do you feel about the ban? Do you feel like that the ban is enough, or where do you feel, how do you feel politically about what's happening?
Well, politically, first I'd like to know what politicians are getting donations
Oh.
from Jewel. I'd love to know who Jewel in Washington, D.C. has given money.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a big difference, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, this product should have never hit the shelf until there were studies done on it.
Right.
What they're doing right now is they're doing a study.
Yeah.
And let's see how many get hospitalized. I think it's irresponsible of the company to be pushing something that they know that they're putting people in the hospital.
Yeah.
It put a pause on the sale of this stuff right now. Just pause it, freeze it. President Trump is talking about putting a ban on the flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good, but if I'm vaping and it's bubblegum flavor,
Mm-hmm.
and it, excuse me, and it gets banned, I'm going to get something else. I'm going to still do it because I'm hooked on the nicotine.
Right.
I wasn't hooked on the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a step in the right direction. It's at least a positive move to do that, but that isn't going to stop it.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I've got to ask this. Is there a specific difference between, why is it that he's focused on the flavors rather than, like,
That's a marketing
all
thing.
flavored, or it's just the marketing then?
That's a marketing deal. And
Okay.
very honestly, from a marketing standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
if I was the CEO of that company
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't care, I'd push every flavor I could to hook every kid I could hook. It's all about money. Now that's if I had no conscience,
Yeah.
none. That's what I would do. That's a great
The idea of
marketing.
bubblegum, you know, the idea of a bubblegum flavor is obviously marketed to a younger person.
Right. Oh, but they say, no, the company says, I heard this argument the other day. The company says, no, bubblegum's for adults. It's to help the adults so that they can get off of cigarette. It's like, come on. That's not what it's for.
No, no.
That's not what it's for. So the problem, the marketing is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The health issue is another. How did this product ever get on the shelf
Mm-hmm.
without the test being done, without some kind of lab, somebody saying it's as safe as a cigarette, and cigarettes aren't safe.
Right.
But I don't see any study.
Wow, that's
I
incredible.
haven't heard of anything. If there was one out there, we would have heard about it already.
Right. And they would have been the first ones to tell us about it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The company would have said,
hidden.
there's nothing. There
Right.
is nothing.
Right.
Cigarettes aren't safe. Vaping isn't safe. And, you know, they use these vape pens for weed. And they, you know, you can use them for weed. You can use them for all kinds of stuff. But the most common in schools amongst young kids, at least I believe it is the nicotine. We get rid of all the cigarettes, and now we got another problem.
Wow.
It doesn't make any sense. Parents that were shot, their child died.
Right.
You know, they left the house, they came back, and there was a can of Duster,
Ugh.
a canned air product next to the child, a straw in the child's mouth, and the child's dead.
God, I can't imagine.
I know, it's just a terrible story. That happened in California.
You know, do some parents go, well, it's just air, and they have no idea that it's dangerous?
Well, parents that smoke with their kids, for one, to me is absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But so the kids are smoking, or people smoke weed with a vape pen.
Mm.
I recommend smoking nothing, but if they're going to do it, just smoke weed. Just smoke the weed, not with the pen.
Yeah.
Because the oil, whatever in these pens, is causing problems. That's the issue. It's not the weed.
Right.
It's not the tobacco that's
Right.
causing. They're going to find this out. There's something in that vaping mechanism
Well,
that it
from
causes
a
it.
very, not to sound like your traditional middle-aged housewifey kind of person who likes essential oils, but that is me. But just from that point of view, okay,
Mhm.
even through essential oil companies like doTERRA or Young Living, the big or Mountain Rose Herbs, any of those big essential oil companies,
Right.
all of them will tell you that there are certain oils that you should not ingest.
No, there's no common sense. But why cigarettes? I believe had a warning on that. I think it says it can kill you.
Mhm,
I believe it says you can die.
mhm, mhm.
You can get cancer or something. It's really strong. Why isn't that on vaping pen?
But let's not tell them what's really happening. We'll take their money, but
Yeah,
we won't
that's yeah,
we won't help them.
that's exactly what's going on. To your viewers, whatever age,
Mhm.
stop vaping.
Yeah.
Stop it. Just stop. Do
Mhm.
your own halt to it all.
Mhm.
If the manufacturer, if the government won't stop it,
Right.
they need to stop it. When I got involved for several reasons. When
Mhm.
I found out about the huffing,
Mhm.
I realized how dangerous
Mm.
canned air is. Then
Yeah.
I looked around for what are the alternatives? What can you use? What can companies use to do the same thing that is not harmful?
Mhm.
So I got involved and we made the product. I'm just going to show
Oh,
you
yeah,
this.
definitely.
I mean, it's just this is what
Can
it
you put it
looks
a little
like.
higher? A little higher.
There,
Yeah,
there you
perfect.
go.
Oh, okay.
And you pull this trigger, the air comes out here. It's the same size roughly as canned air.
Okay. Yeah.
So you pull the trigger, you charge it up like your cell phone.
Okay.
It runs for about 20 minutes. Canned air freezes up.
Okay.
Canned air after 45 seconds, and then you let it warm up.
Okay.
But what's going on is corporate America has discovered that canned air is dangerous.
Mhm.
Over half the Fortune 500 companies use this product right here.
Mhm.
And we want them all to use it. It's
Mhm.
safe. It uses the air from the room. This is
Right.
about dusting plants,
Yeah.
dusting in areas you can't get, and
Right.
then you vacuum it up.
Right.
So that bookshelf, I'm sure you dust your bookshelf. But when you,
Yay!
yeah, sort of. When you take this to it,
Right. Right.
you'll go, oh my gosh. Let me tell you this story real quick.
Mhm.
So a gal walks into Walmart
Mhm.
and buys 6 cans of canned air.
Oh my God.
She goes out to her car and she huffs them. She
That's
comes
suicide.
in, she comes back in and she's naked.
Oh my God.
Okay? True story. She's naked. They put some clothes on her. They do whatever they do. They ask her if she's okay. Of course, she's okay, but she's high as a kite. They sell her more
Oh my God.
canned air. They sell her more.
Oh my God.
Now, something's wrong with that. A lawsuit. They're under a lawsuit down in Florida. They're
Ooh.
being sued. The manufacturer's being sued. And it's a big lawsuit. That's how I got involved by that lawyer calling me and telling me I've read the lawsuit,
Mhm.
but Walmart won't remove it. Why do they want the
So they're
aggravation?
actually willing to go through what they're going through.
Oh, they're fighting. They're
That's
fighting.
the money.
They're
That's the money trail.
they are stonewalling the lawyer. He's
Wow.
got he's got 2 clients that are bashed up for life. Their lives are ruined. If somebody got shot by ammo from Walmart, it'd be a whole
Right.
different deal.
Right.
But
More
we'll pull
people
that
would
from
be
the
talking
show.
about it. More people would be talking. And this
They
is
do need
just for anyone watching. It doesn't really matter which end of politics you're on. Both ends would be talking about this more.
right,
Both,
right,
either somebody would be very pro, very against it, but
right.
we almost have a lackluster denial, ostrich kind of attitude of, well, it's only a couple of people.
Trump will talk about it more.
Mhm.
He can shine the light on this thing.
Mhm.
Usually, what he, as we all know, if he tweets something, people are looking at it.
For anyone that wants to check out this man's product, it is right below. The link is below. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're
And
welcome.
for everyone that is listening, if you have any questions, please put them below. Or if you have a complaint, or if you have whatever you have, just comment below and we will make sure that it gets answered by this man. Okay, thank you
All
very
right. Thank you. Thank you.
much. Bye-bye.
Bye.